Alright folks, how you doing? So, one of the reasons why I started writing my Wallace novels was to answer my own questions, basically. Now, when you kind of watch the movie Braveheart and you see the Battle of Stirling Bridge, which had no bridge, I kind of thought to myself, like, why were the English stupid enough in real life to cross the damn bridge, knowing that the Scots were on the other side? Well, the answer to that is they didn't know they were there. Now, in the movie, what you see is Wallace giving his big speech, like, you're lying in your beds years from now, we give everything for freedom, blah, 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 blah. It's a lot of nonsense. The fact of the matter is, prior to the Battle of Stirling Bridge, no one was saying a goddamn thing. Not on the Scottish side, anyway. They were all hiding underneath the Abbey Craig, where the Wallace Monument now is. And believe me, they were shutting the fuck up. They were not saying a goddamn word. Wallace would have beat the tar out of anyone who opened his damn mouth. Now, the way that he worked out his whole system is he had like a series of horns and all this sort of thing and noises and signals. So everyone was dead silent. Everyone was standing under the Abbey Craig. They weren't even shifting on their feet because that would have immediately gave their position away. They were hiding in the woods. So when the English crossed over the bridge, you know, like I said, they had no idea. They thought they were on their own. They thought there was no one around. They didn't. They thought probably the Scots were miles away. I wouldn't be surprised, you know. They had no idea that the Scots were waiting for them under the Abbey Craig in the woodlands, sort of thing, you know. So that's the reason why. I mean, I always kind of wondered when I was younger, why were the English stupid enough to cross the damn bridge knowing that the Scots were waiting? Like I said, I'm kind of repeating myself, but it doesn't make any sense. I mean, why would one army cross a bridge knowing that the opposing army was just waiting right there for them, just like patiently, all sort of thing. Oh, well, we're not going to do anything. Us? No. Oh, we're just bird watching. You know? No, they didn't know they were there. They had no idea. In fact, the Scots were probably concealing their armor. They were probably wearing like extra clothing and things like that. I mean, the battle took place in September, so cooler weather. They were probably wearing like furs and leathers and all that to conceal their armor, so that like the English wouldn't see it when they were walking across the bridge. And when the Scots, came down and descended on them, it was like, what the fuck, The English were like, they were totally taken aback. They had no idea that this was coming to them. That's why they ended up losing the Battle of Stirling Bridge, because they didn't know the Scots were there. That's the reason for it, and also because William Wallace sabotaged the bridge as well. It always never made sense to me as a kid as well when I was like 12 or 13 or whatever. Like the English crossed the bridge and it collapsed like randomly. Like, no, that's not what happened. Actually, what really happened is that Wallace paid a local carpenter to hide underneath the bridge on a special rigging platform. And when he gave the signal and it blew on the horn, he would loose the pins and he sabotaged the bridge. And the pins dropped and the English fell into the water. It was a total surprise because the carpenter was hiding under the bridge. You know, the English were not stupid enough to cross an unstable bridge. You know, that would have been incredibly dumb. I mean, that's basically the reason why the English, crossed the bridge at the Battle of Stirling Bridge. Number one, they had no idea that the Scots were anywhere near the area. They didn't know that they were hiding under Abbey, the Abbey Craig in the woodlands. Two, they did not know that the bridge had been sabotaged. That's the reason. Anyway, thanks for watching.